Hi folks, in this video I'll continue in our series of creating a Django application. In this step we're going to start our application. In the previous step we used our Python environment to create a Django app, and then now we're going to actually start our Django app to be able to see it within our host machine. So again, if we navigate to our course website, we'll be following to the next step of this tutorial. And we've set up our Python environment, and with it we've created our Django application. So the next step is seeing the application. So in our Docker compose, we could tell it, let's just see what it does now. If we were to run this container, we'll start up the container, and the container would just exit because it comes up and then it doesn't know what to do. There's nothing for it to do, and then it just, because it stops running, then the container shuts down. So if we wanted to tell the container to do something, we have to give it a command. Docker compose also in Docker has another feature called entry point, and they work in conjunction, and they work together, but we'll just simply use the command here. And the Python command to start the server is run server, but it defaults to listening on a particular interface. Because we're in a container, we need to specify the 0.0.0.0 interface and then give it the port. So most of this is it's typical. The port's default. The only thing that the Docker compose is introducing is this 0.0.0 interface that the server needs to then listen to. So let's run it again. So yeah, I'm probably not using the command properly. I was hoping to just show you that it works, and we can refactor into a script, but I don't want to troubleshoot this thing. So we'll just jump to refactoring that command into a script. And if we're to do this, we should bomb out because the script doesn't exist. It's looking for the script. It doesn't exist, so let's create that script now in the scripts folder. And then start app. And here, let's put in that command that we had wanted to run earlier. So again, we're listening on the 0.0.0 interface because we're in a container. Let's do our shebang. We can do some shell here, and of course add a little comment to self-document or to explain the use of the script. So everything is self-documenting with the name of the script. Alright, so with that, let's try run our container again. Okay, so now we're able to find the script, but the script doesn't have the right permissions. So let's check here. There's a read and write, so we need to add the execution permission to this file. And then let's check again if this file has execution rights. And we're able to start up now. It works, but there's no way for us to see it because it's running. The container's running, but we have no way of accessing it. So it's up, but none of the parts are exposed to our host. So to do that, in our Docker compose YML, we'll list out the ports that we want our container to expose, and we're going to map our host port of 8000 to the container port of 8000. So cancel that. And then start it back up. And now that it's up, let's see if ports are mapped properly. And that's a good sign. So now visit our local host 8000. We should see our Django splash page. And notice that the logs of the server is also an indication that we're hitting the container app and not some other splash page. Okay, so I think that's all for now. And in the next video, we'll create our first resource. We'll actually update the app with an actual resource that we created. But at this point in time, we have our app, and we have a way to access it and verify that it's working, and then that will help with developing our application.